Now, so I'm gonna just turn everybody over onto mute. You're gonna stand up and we're gonna take it a little bit, well, we're gonna warm up today to get back into the swing of things. It's been a while since we have been practicing. So we'll take today as a recap on everything to get back into practice. So we're gonna stand up with the feet are a nice hip distance apart, and we're starting into getting things moving with your ear to shoulder and a nice rotation, chin to chest, ear to the other side. Leave the arms heavy, that the shoulders are dropping down away from the ears. We're giving the neck a nice stretch. Now just think about your feet and how they're touching the floor. And we want to have your weight distributed from your heel to the forefoot. So the base of your big toe, where your big toe joins the foot, where your little toe joins the foot. Your weight is distributed through those 3 points. So you have a little lift in your arch on the inside. Nice, strong, straight legs. And back we come, that your head is lifted. And you're bringing those shoulders up towards your ears and stretching down, fingers to the floor. So head is lifting with a hot air balloon. Shoulders up and stretching down and away. Have an awareness of when you're breathing, your lower ribs are spreading out, so your air is filling up the lower ribs and letting that air out. Okay, so we're moving into rotations. Circle in the shoulders. Nothing else is moving. Your head is lifting. Those feet are nice and solid on the floor. We're just getting the shoulder blade area warmed up. And reverse, opposite direction. Around you go. I'm going to leave you doing that. I'm just coming down to move my camera a little bit. So keep going. Okay, take those arms out, up overhead, touch, and reach. Strong arms. Breathing in and exhale, reach overhead. This time at the top, stick the palms together. You're making an arrow. Breath in. Exhale over. Chest forwards. Push those hips away from the arrow. Inhale. Take it back. Sweep through the other side. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale over. Breath in. Take it through. Big push out of the hips, reach through those arms. Inhale and exhale over. Breath in. Take it back up. Reach wide with the hands. Hands are by the side. Release those shoulders, head lifting, nice long spine. And we're going to curl down, rolling down. So breathing in. And on your exhale, chin to chest, Rolling round forwards, release the weight of that head. So your spine is nicely curled towards the floor. We're trying to keep those legs as straight as you can. If there's too much strain on the back of the legs, you can bend slightly. Breathing in down there. And exhale, back up. So from the lower spine, you are building your spine up. The head is the last thing to lift at the top. And release those shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale. Chin to chest and curl around forwards. Segment by segment, vertebra by vertebra, releasing towards the floor. Releasing the weight of the head. And a nice gentle nod up and down. And we're side to side of the head, release any tension in that neck. Breathing in. And exhaling up. So we're tucking the tailbone, drawing in the lower tummy, building up your spine. Head lifts, those shoulders, releasing down and away. And have an awareness of a little tuck of that tailbone. You're not letting the lower back arch and sway out. Tuck the tailbone, that the lower tummy muscles are starting to work. That head is lifting, the shoulders down and away from the ears. Okay, so we're going to sit down onto your block. If you have a circle, you want to use your circle. So whatever your most comfortable sitting position is, if you want to have your feet out, knees apart, or crossed. But when you're in sitting, you want to have a nice long spine again. You're sitting up nice and tall. If you're feeling that you're rounding forward, you need to get a little bit more height under your bum. So we're lifting the hands at shoulder level, using a circle, but if you don't have a circle at home, use a ball. Breathing in. And exhale to turn and rotate, and your eyes are through the middle of the hands. Breath in out there, exhale back. So the bum is solid and twist. Your bum is not lifted. Inhale, exhale, rotate. And those eyes stay in the middle of the palms or in the middle of the hands. If your lower back, middle back is twisted, breathe in, exhale through. Inhale and back and away. Breath in and you're exhaling to take it through and out. Lift that head to the ceiling, long spine. Breathe in, back we come to the middle. Hands overhead. Side flex. Inhale, exhale over, don't let the bum lift. Take a breath, spread those lower ribs. And over. Big movement on your exhale. So breathe in out here and exhale back and through. Try not to let the bum lift. Keep a little chin tuck, pitch your head in the middle. Keep your head in the middle. Breathe in. Exhale up and over. Inhale. Exhale through. Breath in. Back we come. Inhale. Exhale up. Keep those hands up. We're going to twist. Inhale. And on your exhale, chin is tucked and you're moving from your chest. Keep those hands up overhead. So it's the middle of our back is rotating. Breath in. Exhale. Out we go. Breathing in and taking it through. Keep those fingers to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale back and out. Breathe in and through. Down we go with the hands. Last little twist, left hand on the side of that right thigh. Your right hand is in behind and your right hand is helping you to lift up and stay tall. Breathe in and twist on your exhale. Turn out to the right side. Give yourself an extra little bit of help with that left hand. So have a breath in to lift and lengthen to the ceiling and an extra twist on your exhale. Breathing in and back. Move on through, swap hands. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Exhale, twist, rotate. Breathing in to lift that head to the ceiling. And exhale, turn a little further. We're lifting up and turning. One more each side, swap those hands. Use the left hand on the right leg to give you an extra push. Lift and lengthen, turn and twist. Lift it up and through. Head to the ceiling and twist. Lift. Rotate. Back we come, into the center. Give the shoulders a little roll out. So all the talk about the breathing, if it's confusing you, just think about the exercise and the breath will come more naturally as you're familiar with the exercise. But always try when you're inhaling that you're filling up these lower ribs. So a big deep breath in to spread out those lower ribs. And as you exhale, you're able to lengthen and lift the spine a little bit better. So from the head that you're lifting and lengthening. We're going to walk the hands out in front now. Keeping your bone as solid as you can. Let your eyes follow your fingers. So we're not letting the head release to the floor. And take those hands back. Head lifting, shoulders are down and away. And walk them out again. Now reach those hands as far as you can. Nice, straight, strong arms. And then you are releasing the head. So you're letting the head drop towards the floor. And close your eyes if you want to. Taking the weight of your head off your neck. And back we come. So let the fingers walk back. Build up your spine. Head is lifting. And the last thing, release those shoulders down and away. Okay, we're going to come off our blocks. Now the option is here. You might want to use your ball this week just to get back into the full flow of things. Or you can use your little soft ball to go underneath the pelvis. I'm going to do both. I'm going to use it. I'll not use it. So we'll start off not using it, just imprinting onto the mat. So you're lying down on your mat, feet are hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, hands by your side. And we're just starting off activating these lower tummy muscles. Tuck those shoulder blades in behind. Hands are lightly by your sides. Breathing into the ribs. Exhale. Full imprint. Tuck the tailbone, draw down the lower tummy. So we're flattening the lower back into the mat. Breathing in. Exhaling, release and relax. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone, draw down the lower tummy, flatten into the mat. Breathing in. And hold, draw that tummy down a little bit further, flatten into the mat. Breath in. And exhale. We're going to tuck the chin, hover the hands, and roll up off the mat. So keeping your eyes to the middle of your thigh. Inhale. And exhale it back down. head touch, release those hands. Any strain in the neck, you can give yourself a little bit of head support with your fingers behind the ears. Breath in and exhale, chin tuck, hands hover, roll up. Breathing in and exhale, up, down with those two hands. A little pump up and down. Breathe in, exhale, turn the palms to the ceiling. So as the breath changes from inhale to exhale, you change the position of your palms. So breathing in, exhale, palms down. Keep that chin tucked. Inhale, exhale, palms up, straight arms. Breathing in, exhale, palms down. Feel that tummy tightening. No strain in the neck. All the work is at your tummy. Inhale. Exhale, turn the palms. Breath in. Exhale, palms down. Inhale. Exhale, palms turn. Last time to the ceiling. Breathing in. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Head touch and release those hands and have a little loop over each shoulder. Okay, I'm going to put my ball in underneath the pelvis. You may, if you don't want to use the ball, that's fine. Just do it on the flatter mat. But if you are placing your ball, it's just at the junction of your bum and your lower back. So when you put your weight down, the ball squishes out, it covers a good area. Make sure it's in the center so that it's not over towards the right or the left, or it would be impossible to balance. So let's just do our imprint to get your balance on the ball. Inhale and exhale, tuck that tailbone, draw down the lower tummy, like you're flattening towards the ball. Everything is tightening up, and that's where your balance is. Lift that right leg off and left leg off. And we're just sitting in tabletop. Hands are really light on the mat beside you. There's no balance coming from the hands. All the balance is in the tummy. Keep those legs steady. There's a tray of drinks on your shins. Every exhale, draw that tummy down a little further. So you're reinforcing the tummy tightness with the exhale. And let's move into toe taps. Steady on your ball. If you're just on the floor, every exhale, you're drawing the tummy towards the spine. One leg is moving at a time, and all the movement is from the hip. It's not a little kick from your knee. It's about keeping that tummy drawn towards the spine and activated while the whole leg is moving from the hip. Relax your neck. Relax those shoulders. All the stabilizing is happening in your tummy. No tension elsewhere. Nice long neck. Back we come to tabletop. Take your right hand up overhead and semicircle to the side. So the hand is hovering, tummy tight, and those legs are steady. Reach, stretch to the side. Straight arm, overhead. Hover, that it's not touching the floor. Chin tuck, that you have a nice long neck in behind. Rest the right hand and left hand reaching. It can be good if you pick a little spot on your ceiling that you're going to keep your concentration on. So reach overhead, hover to the side, legs steady. And stop with the hand, we're back to the legs. So tummy is drawn towards the spine and extend. Hover the heel and back. One is moving, then the other. Draw down that tummy for the stability. Light hands by your sides. Just have an awareness that on every exhale, you're drawing the tummy towards the spine. One moves, the other is steady. You're swapping the trade rings between the legs. Stop in the center. One more set of scissors, dropping and lifting. All from the hip. And stop, tabletop hold. Draw down the tummy, hold those legs steady. And down you go with the two legs, keep the bum on the ball. Coming back into ab breath. Breath in. Exhale, the hands hover, chin tuck, roll up. Inhale and exhale up down. Breathing in, turn to the signal of the hands. Keep that upper back lifted off the mat, eyes to the middle of your thigh. Turn the palms down on the change of breath. Breathe into your ribs. Exhale, palms up. Turn down on the hands. And up. Palms down. Turn them up. Palms down. Stop the hands. Roll back down. Hands to the floor. If you're on your ball, lift up, take the ball out. Pop your hands on your ribs. Stick your two knees together, feet together. We're like window wipers. Two knees are dropping to one side. Come back through the center and out. The hands are on your ribs just to stop you over lifting at your ribs. So we're trying to keep your ribs on the mat. Now center up those knees in the middle and have a little look. Give that neck a stretch. Okay, we're going to turn onto your side. So you're going to grab a block for under your head if you have one. If not, you're going to use your hand to support the head. But the knees are bent, heels are at about same level as your bum as you look down from behind. Going to lie on the side, so be sure that that underneath arm is tucked in. that it's not up around your ear. We're going to go into a spinal twist to start off with. So if your head is on a block, make sure that more of the block is behind your head, because we need it to do a little rotation over as a little platform. You don't want to drop off from behind. So breathing in. You're exhaling to lift the shoulder to 90 degrees, and then just double check that it is dropped in the joint while you rotate further over, eyes following the fingers, and keep your hips forward so they're not dropping back. The twist is in your upper body. Breath in. And now on your exhale, really push out. Try to get the back of the two arms on the floor, hips forwards, the hips stay stacked. Inhale. Draw over the top. So hand is coming back to touch. Any shoulder issues, pop your hand across your chest so you're not overstretched the front of the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Sink that shoulder, over the top you go. Eyes follow with the fingers. Breath in. Open further, really reach out and twist. Keep those hips forwards. Breath in. Over the top you go. Touch. Inhale. Exhale to lift, sink, rotate. Breathing in, opening further. Hips forwards. Inhale. Exhale, back. Breath in. And lift, sink, rotate. Inhale. Exhale to open further, hips forwards. Breathing in, and we're back. Over the top, last time, touch, float, sink, rotate. Inhale, exhale, open. Breathing in and taking it back over the top, touch, down. Now, I'm going to take this top hand either on your hip or up in the air. And we're going to start doing some clams with the lower end, so opening the bottom knee. Really important that you engage that tummy so that you're staying, the upper body faces forwards and the movement is only at that hip. Going to start off with the fingers to the ceiling, chin tucked so there's no strain in your neck. Inhale, exhale, engage, draw that tummy back and open. Breathing in, exhale down. Tummy tight and open, and close. Draw back the tummy as you lift and drop. Nothing moving, only that top hip and knee lifting to the ceiling. Little pivot at the heels or at your feet, they're lightly touching. You can really feel that bum coming to life. It's starting to work. Lift the feet onto a little invisible box and open. Keep that underneath leg steady. Roll back that tummy, reach those fingers to the ceiling. Engage, keep that tummy working. And the arm is moving with. The trunk is steady, feet are steady. Awareness of your breath. Every exhale, engage that lower tummy. Three more. Close and steady down with the feet. Okay, you're going to lift that top knee and take it a little further forwards, about waist level. You're going to let it drop to the floor and give that hip a good tap out. Straighten out the underneath leg, toe pointing. Going to do some work with that underneath leg. Fingers to the ceiling again. Breathing in. Exhale. Lift. Little kick up and drop. You're keeping an eye on your own breath. With every exhale, you're drawing back that tummy. So kick off and drop. Keep the weight of the leg off the floor now that it's not dropping all the way down. You're coming to hover and kick. Hover and kick. Toes pointed, a really active straight leg. Hover, so we're not touching the mat, but you're moving into a circle. So circle the underneath leg. Forwards. Stop. Reverse the circle. Stop. Forwards with the circle, straight leg. Stop. Reverse. Stop and down you go. Palms together, inhale, exhale to twist. All the way over. Leave that top leg heavy on the mat. The weight of that arm is drawing you across. Breathe in and come back. And one more big twist out. Inhale. And back over the top. Now have a big stretch out, stretch the two legs out, hover the legs, and then we go to change sides. Knees bent, underneath shoulder tucked, hands to touch, inhale. Exhale, twist. So lift that hand to ceiling, sink, rotate. Breathing in, open further. Look out those fingers, keep the hips forward. It's a big twist. Breath in. Back over the top. Float, sink the shoulder, rotate. Ice the fingers, breath in. And on your exhale, soften it a bit more. Push the hips forwards, feel the two arms and the back of the shoulders on the mat. Inhale. Exhale over. Touch. Float. Sink the shoulder over the top. Breathing in. Opening further. Breath in. Back over you go. Touch. Hand to the ceiling and climb. Draw back that tummy and open. Close. Inhale, exhale, draw back and open. And down. And up. And down. Only the hip is moving. Starting to waken up the bum muscles. Tummy tight. You should feel when your tummy is drawn back to the spine when you're inside lying that your underneath waist is really light on the mat. So in under here is hardly touching the mat. Let's lift those feet up onto an invisible shelf or a box and open. Steady feet on the box. And the hand is joining. Draw back that tummy. Stay open, widen the knee, reach the fingers to the ceiling. Draw back the tummy, widen that knee. And control to close. And down. Lift our top knee. Bring it forwards. Release it at about belly button level. Straighten out that underneath leg and give the top leg a nice little tap out. Now, reach to the ceiling. Chest forwards, underneath leg. We are lifting and drop. Keep the leg nice and straight. Lift and then hover it towards the floor. It's not dropping all the way. Chin tuck, that you have a nice long neck. Stop at the hover position. We're moving into our circles forwards. Reverse. Change directions. Keep the leg really straight. The movement is at the hip. We're working the inside groin area. Forward. Reverse. Forwards. Reverse. Stop and release it down. Palms together. Breathe in. And exhale, a big twist. That front leg is heavy, pinning you to the floor. Look out at those fingers and really open up the upper back. Breath in. Back you come. And again, lift and twist. Back we come over the top. And straight legs. Float the legs, straighten them out. Point your toes, really lengthen, chin tuck. And down we go. We're going to change position. Turn it onto your back. We're going to finish some bridges. Actually, we're going to stretch before we do our bridges. So you can use a circle or you can use a plain belt or stretchy band to do some hamstring stretching. So you're catching just below your toes of your right foot will do the start. So that other leg, your left leg, is totally straight on the mat. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Want to draw the toes of the right foot towards you. So have a conscious feeling that you're letting go of that calf. Soften the calf to allow you to get into a nice long hamstring stretch. All their toes to the ceiling. Just hang out here in the center for a few seconds. Tuck those shoulder blades in behind. Now, take that leg across your body. Keep the toes of the other foot pointed to the ceiling. You're now going to take that foot away towards the floor and you're trying to maintain your trunk or your body to stay on the mat. You're not letting it lift on the other side. So you can pop your other hand onto your pelvis on the other side. There's a little bit of feedback that it's not allowed to lift. Toes of the left up to the ceiling. Back. Little bend, take away the stretch, and then lengthen. And stretch across. Feel that coming right up your leg, towards your bum or on the outside of the leg. And away. Back, you come into the middle. And we're going to pop that other foot in the side. A little stretch of the two. Take your right foot out. Try to keep that right leg straight as you come down to hover and up. Down you go. And up. Heel hover and back up. While we're stretching out the left. And all the way to the floor with the right leg. But take this left across the body. Toes of the right foot stay to the ceiling. Take that left out. Back we go. Bend and straight. And across. And away. Keep this pelvis on the mat. And back. Right foot in the side. And straighten the left to hover. And up. And down. Nice long legs. Have your spot on the ceiling that you look at. Let's pop the left in again. Now we're going to take this circle away overhead and see, can you keep those two straight legs in the air? Lift the hands up. Reach wide. Semicircle those hands. Tummy tight, keeping the lower back towards the floor. Legs straight. Stop with the hands and we're going to roll up into up, prep the straight leg. So chin, tuck, hands hover, roll up. Look at the middle of the thighs and up down with the hands. If it's too much on the legs, you can bend. Swap the direction of the hands. Change the hands. Change. Stop the hands, roll back down, release. And let's take these flick down onto the floor. I'm moving down my mat a little so you can see the hands. Take the heels towards your bum. So we're ready to come up into some bridges. And remember that your weight is in all your foot. It's not just in the heel when we push up into bridge. It's in the forefoot as well. Lift those hands up to shoulder level. Feet are hip distance apart, so the knees aren't touching. There's a little bit of space between the knees. Breathing in. And now you're curling up. So you're tucking that tailbone first to roll your spine up and away from the mat. Breathing in. And exhale, roll back down. So we're just warming up to start off with. So tuck that tailbone, curl up and away. And release it back down. So replace your spine vertebrae by vertebrae back onto the mat. Tuck the tailbone, curl up and away. Roll it back down. It's like a wave rolling into the beach and away. Stay up there now. Tiptoes. So lift a little higher when we're on the tiptoes, but the knees don't widen out. Reach your hands overhead. Big, wide stretch with those arms. You've got your little point that you look at on the ceiling, keeping you steady. Don't let that bum drop. Drop and change direction with the hands. Stop with the fingers towards the ceiling. Drop the heels, lift your toes off so now you are on your heels, and then swap into half heel raise. So drop and then lift the toes, then push into the toes, lift the heels. Don't let those knees go wide so they stay hip distance and your bum is not coming to the floor. It's staying up a good height off the floor. So squeeze the bum for an extra lift. Stop and roll your spine back onto the mat. Wrap your hands around your knees, pull the knees into your chest. And circle those feet and ankles. So circle the toes. Reverse your circle. Take your forehead to your knees. So chin tuck, roll up, squeeze into a little bowl. Roll back down. Up we come. Squeeze. Down. And again. Little rock out side to side. Straighten these legs out. Reach the hands up overhead. Pull the toes towards you. And we're going to try to stay in a nice straight line when we curl up into sitting. But if you need some hand or some help, you can push your elbows in to help you get up. Or try to bend the knees. Might be easier to curl up. I'm going to show you from straight. So pop the hands at shoulder level, breath in and curl it up. Up we come into sitting nice and tall and rolling down. So don't swing out of your arms. The movement is controlled from your tummy. It's not a big bunch of momentum from your arms. Chin tuck, curl up. Roll down. And up we come. Keep those legs nice and flat to the floor. Now we're adding in a stretch at the end. So we're sitting tall. Draw that tummy a little more in so you're allowing your lower back to fold and round forwards. Look at your toes. So you're not letting yourself collapse. Your chest is lifting to your feet. You might arrive at your shins. It's all of it drawn in the tummy to get the fold. Sit tall and roll. And up. and roll. We're folding forwards this time. Tummy to the spine and round we go. Eyes lift. Up tall, and last time, take it all the way back down. And we're going to get up now onto our hands and knees. Okay, so hands are directly beneath those shoulders, hip distance apart with the knees, lower back is flat, so not dropped. You're drawing in the tummy to give yourself a supported lower back. Going to keep our eyes forwards. I'm going to come into cat. So exhale to allow your head to release to the floor. Push into those hands and curl your spine up towards the floor, up towards the ceiling. So tuck your tailbone, drawing that lower tummy, and release back into flat back. Exhale, cat. And tabletop, flat back. Tuck that tailbone, drawing the lower tummy. Arch. Release it out. Up we go. Gonna stay up in our nice big rounded back and take your bum back to the heels. Release the head. Shell stretch. Lift off. So draw in that tummy. Stay in the big arch. You're coming up into your cat. Push into those hands so you can arch any further towards the ceiling. And take it back. Release into that shell. And lift off. Tummy towards the spine. And drop. Lift it up. We're coming back into our flat back. Eyes forwards. Now side stretch, look over your right shoulder, stick your right hip out so you can see it. And back. Look out the other side. So you're looking over your left shoulder, down towards your left hip, poke the left hip out so you can see it. Try to move with your exhale. Keep an engagement in the tummy so the lower back's not overarching. Stop in the center, eyes forward, tummy tight, keeping that lower back steady. And reach opposite limbs. Draw in the tummy so you're not overarching the bottom of the back. Touch the knee with the elbow. Crunch. And stretch. Exhale for the crunch. Reach, keep the eyes to the top. Reach and stay. And down. Swap it over. Tummy drawn in to engage, opposite side. You can just steady out there first. Get your balance. And off you go. Stay out there. Release. Lower the bum down onto the heels. Hands are stretched right out. Walk your hands off the right hand side and then let your body drop onto that right side. Keep your bum low. And opposite side. And release. Back into the middle. I'm going to come back up into our tabletop back. Going to keep the hips over your knees as you walk your hands forwards and release your chest towards the floor. Opening up the chest and the upper back. Let your forehead release onto the floor or your chin. Really good for anybody that spends time at a desk. They're not rounding forwards or a little bit of extension into the middle back. And back we come. I'm going to finish off with some threading the needle. So the right hand is lifting and your eyes are following. You're threading under and through and sweep. Keep that bum steady. Sweep through. Under. Follow the fingers with your eyes. Exhale for the big reach. Draw that tummy back. Pop that hand back down and swap. Open, really push into the hand that's on the floor when you're coming up to reach. Bum stays over your heels or over your knees. And back we come. Now, let's set yourself up. And flat off the foot is on the mat. You're bringing your bum back onto your heels. If this is too much on your knees, you can pop your block on the back of your legs and then come back to sit onto the block. You're going to have the hands up at shoulder level, drawing that tummy, and as if you are lifting with a hot air balloon on your head in a straight line and squeeze the bum, fingers to the ceiling. Lifting with the hot air balloon. Squeeze the bum so you're in a nice straight line at the end from your fingertips to your knees. Now let's just change your foot position. So lift off for a second and tuck your toes in underneath. So we're giving the feet a nice stretch too. If it's too much on your toes, you can pop something in under on the front of your foot so you're not compressing the toes too much. But it's a really nice stretch for your toes because they're squeezed in shoes all the time. So bring your weight back onto your heels. Lift those hands, draw in the tummy and up. Reach and drop. And release the feet flat, just drop down, and that is us.